Welcome to Learn Chemistry with Emerald. And in this lesson today, we are going to be looking at, in this series, we are going to be looking at calculating for rate of reaction. This topic is under chemical kinetics and is taught in SS2 first term. So, of course, we know that chemical kinetics is measuring rate of reaction or the speed of a reaction, how fast or slow a reaction is. Okay, so we're going to be looking at some quick calculations on this topic, and then of course we have number one here. Please note that when we are calculating for rate of reaction, we are looking at change in amount of the product or the reactant per unit time. Then when we're talking about change in amount, we are talking about a quantitative, those are quantitative measurement or quantitative change. So we have quantitative change and qualitative or quantitative change or qualitative change, or measurable quantity or immeasurable quantity. For measurable quantity, we can look at the mass, the volume, the concentration, and then for immeasurable quantity, we look at the precipitation, color change, turbidity, etc. So we are more concerned about the formulas to use to solve any questions on rate of reaction. Okay, so for rate of reaction, we have mass over time. Mass is measured in gram, time is measured in minutes. We also have volume over time, volume centimeter cube, time in minutes. Then you can have, when it comes to amount of substance, that's mole over time. So each of them have unit, as the case will be. So let's look at this first question. Now the first question says that what is the rate of reaction when 0.325 of calcium triisocarbonate 4 was added to dilute hydrochloric acid, given that it took about 12.5 minutes for the reaction to reach completion. Quite simple. To solve this question, you just see that your rate of reaction is equal to mass in gram over time in minutes. Mass in gram over time in minutes. The mass, now in this case, it could be the reactant or the product. It could be the reactant or the product. So in this case, I think it's talking about the reactant, because when you have Caco3 reacting with HCl, aqueous, Caco3 is solid, you have CaCl2 aqueous, it will give CO2 gas plus H2O liquid. Then you balance the equation. Now we are talking about the reactant, and we have said that rate of reaction can be changed in amount of the reactant or the product per unit time. So this one is for the reactant. So now the mass of the reactant is given as 0.325. So rate of reaction therefore is equal to 0.325, which is the mass, and then the time that it took was 12.5. The time it took is 12.5. So therefore, we go to 0.026 gram per minute. 0.026 gram per minute. This is the rate of reaction for the reactant in this equation. So I hope you have learned something. Continue to learn chemistry with Emerald. Bye. Hey, I will check. I will